Hey, XTLSX. It's me, Dan. You actually can call me Double D if you like, because that's usually the nickname that my buddies call me. I loved the question, and I'm so glad that you touched base with me. I don't know if you know this, but actually, Abdullah in the 90s in the old WCW banner, he actually teamed up with Cactus Jack, who would then go on to become Mankind in the old WWF banner, which has now obviously switched to being called the WWE. But that would be there's a match that he had as Mankind against Shawn Michaels when he was the champion, and it was in 1996 in, I believe it was one of the fall months, but I'm not positive which actual month it was. I want to say it was like Halloween time, but actually Mankind could be viewed as almost like a combination of the two guys that you said, actually Abdullah and Brody. But obviously nobody. You could also look to the no disqualification bouts that in which Shawn Michaels went toe to toe with Big Daddy Cool Diesel, because Big Daddy Cool Diesel actually utilized the big boot move, which is just like Brody's move, and on a couple of occasions, I know Shawn Michaels actually ducked the big boot and connected with the Sweet Chin Music and managed to get a big win on Big Daddy Cool Diesel. So, judging by that, I mean, it would be difficult to say if he had to actually contend with two such monstrous individuals at the same time. But I would say that his best bet would most likely be to use his speed, agility, and quickness, and his mat skills, which those two, he's a finesse athlete, while those two would be kind of like you wouldn't say they had a lot of finesse. They wouldn't be finesseful. So I would say if he could maybe, avoid Brody, who was the faster, mobile one of those two gentlemen, if he could avoid him and somehow manage to use his speed to take out Abdullah at the offset of the match, then he would, quite possibly he could maybe, then it would be a one-on-one bout, so to speak, because Abdullah would be off on the sidelines. But you have to watch out for him, because he does do, he had the whole voodoo thing, and he had the small, the sticks and he had the eating utensils that he would keep in those pants of his, and you'd have to actually be cautious of that, because with two guys on one, although I don't know if those two would actually team. So they have had many bloody feuds in the past in the United States and in Japan and other such places like that, and actually Shawn Michaels might be able to cause some dissension between the two if he was to use his intelligence to plant seeds of doubt between the two of them, so that maybe they wouldn't even be able to function as a cohesive unit. In which case, I mean, then he would most likely be able to just sneak in and do what he has to do, because as we've seen, Shawn Michaels is a man who is willing to go. He'll bend the rules sometimes, if not out and out. Just smash them in half, if that's what needs to be done, because he is a cunning athlete and a champion quality athlete, and that's sometimes just what needs to be done. So he has shown he's willing to do what he has to do. So I would say good question. I do actually live in the Chicagoland area. I don't know if you do, but maybe we could, if you sent me like a message via the YouTube, we could maybe meet up sometime and watch some matches. I mostly enjoy old matches, I don't watch the new as much. I do watch it, I tape it actually, and I watch it, but I don't watch it with, quite as much passion, and I mostly like to focus on the old matches and old magazines and things like that. So if you live close to me, maybe we could meet up sometime and actually, exchange ideas and possibility and discuss, lots of stuff. I'm totally open to, any kind of thing like that you would like to do. So if that sounds appealing to you, please, by all means, you should contact me as soon as possible. Or not. It doesn't have to be now. I mean, it could be if you get the chance. That would be nice. But also, I wanted to know what's your actual name. Maybe at some point too, we could team up and do a show like this one, only with the two of us, as like kind of a 1-2 punch, if you will, like a tag team. We could, I don't know. It's something to discuss. So please, I'm glad that you found me. I'm glad that you touched base. That question, I'm going to be thinking about that this weekend, and maybe I'll even dedicate a whole show to it if I have some new insights. But in the meantime, thanks a lot, and I hope to talk to you soon, because I think it could be a fun thing.